Take me to work. So I'm gonna start this video series. This is just me kind of talking on my way to work and see how it goes. My name's Rhett Wilborn. I live in the suburb of Chicago, about an hour northwest of Chicago. I think I might have some things to share with the world. So I own a home remodeling company. We do exterior work. We do roofing, siding, windows, gutters, gutter protection systems. So as far as business-wise goes, we've been in business for 21 years. So I've got that experience. I'm also a real estate investor. I own a couple of commercial properties. I also own a couple of residential properties. At one time, we owned 10 homes. 8 of them were long-term rentals and 2 were Airbnbs down in a college town, Champaign-Urbana.
In 500 feet, turn right.
It was an experience, but then COVID hit and stuff, and we decided to sell a lot of the rentals, and we just kept 2 of them.
Chapel Hill Road.
One that had my wife's brother lived in it, and then the other one, I don't know why we kept it. We just didn't have a buyer for it at the time. So what was nice during that time is most of the renters just bought the houses, and their payments went down. The mortgage rates were so low, and they were able to buy the houses. We helped them out by setting it up so when they bought them, we gave them credit at closing, so they didn't have to bring any money to closing. They actually had a lower payment with their mortgage, taxes, and insurance than where they were paying in rent. So it's really a pretty awesome situation, a win-win for both of us. And we sold a bunch of houses that I had bought 2012, 13, 14, and 15 after the economy, the recession was going on, and the housing market collapsed. 3 or 4 years after that, I started buying some houses from banks and stuff like that, and fixing them up and renting them, which was an interesting story in itself. So something I could talk about. I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids of my own and then 2 stepkids. I coach football. Flag football season's about to start. I have coached tackle football before. We'll see if I do that again. That's another thing I could talk about. Relationship with my wife, the kids, things going on. Oh, and I'm part owner of a bar restaurant, a place called Foxhole Pizza and Pub in McHenry. Probably the best pizza in McHenry County, maybe Northern Illinois. That's been an interesting project. We bought that after the previous owner basically went out of business and shut down. We went in there, remodeled the place, took it back over, and basically kept the same theme because it's a historic business. It originally started in the early 60s or late 60s or early 70s as a pizza place. Before that, it was a bar. I think it opened up in like the 1930s. So that's something else I could talk about. There's a lot of different things. I invest in crypto, which is the crutch of my existence. I'm involved in some pretty hefty lawsuits currently that really weigh down on me, but probably won't talk about those too much. But just to let you know, that's going on. About a year ago, I bought a Cybertruck. That's what's driving me to work right now. So if you notice I'm not paying that much attention, it's because the truck's driving itself. That's definitely something to talk about, because really surprised me when I bought this truck. I thought I would like it, but I didn't know I'd love it like I do. I mean, this thing's an amazing piece thanks to technology and just the self-driving. I ended up getting the Cyber Beast, so the thing is fast. It's crazy. And what was interesting is my wife and kids were all anti-electric and they didn't want it. And I took my oldest son with me to test drive it.
Turn right onto Charles J. Miller Road.
And we ended up testing out the self-driving, and as soon as I did that, and this was a year ago, the technology's come a long way because there's constant updates on this thing. But we did the self-driving. It took us in the parking lot of a grocery store. It parked. I'm like, oh my God, I need this car. So I ended up buying one that day, brought it home, and the family wasn't super happy, but at the time, but it's grown on them. Now they love this truck, so that's pretty cool. So, that's about all I've got to say today. I'm heading into the office. I've got a meeting with a shingle supplier, which is always exciting. I'm also doing a lot of stuff with AI currently. I'm working with Claude and Claude Code, creating a pricing app for my business. Also revamping our website, making it more SEO friendly and AI friendly, and hopefully higher conversion rate. So that's another thing I could talk about. A lot of things going on. So stay tuned. Look for what's going on. I don't know where this channel will go. I'm just kind of documenting what's going on. I started doing some more videos for our business. I actually started doing videos on YouTube 16 years ago. And just recently I went back and I was looking at our page, and I realized, I'm like, I can't believe it. This channel is 16 years old. And I looked back at some of the old videos I did, and they're pretty rough. But the truth is I don't know, I was like ahead of my time or whatever, because I was talking about different things with business and comparing products and doing that kind of stuff. And if I would have just stuck with it, who knows, but I dropped off with it and didn't follow up. And then January of this year, I was talking to my oldest son. My oldest son's 26, and he works in the business with me. And I was talking to him, and I'm like, I kept seeing things on X and on Facebook about, you have a business, you should be doing videos, you should be posting on social media. And then I started seeing all this people post on social media making money. So I'm like, well, I can post for the business and maybe make money too. And with the bar, with Foxhole, he actually started posting some videos. The Chicago Bears were winning in the playoffs and games, and we started posting those videos, and they were going crazy. He was getting hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook for a page that has 5,000 followers. And I'm like, well, did you monetize it? And he's like, oh, no, I didn't. So he switched over to monetization, and then the next video he made like 30 or 40 bucks. And I'm like, that's 30 or 40 bucks for doing nothing for something we would have already done.
Now turn left onto South State Route 31.
So he ended up monetizing, and he's been doing videos for that business. And then I'm like, well, we need to start doing stuff for our other business. And so I started doing shorts, and my idea was to do a short every day. Just quick videos, 30, 60 seconds. Most of them end up lasting 2 minutes. But just quick videos, post them up, quick edit, nothing too crazy. And it's been kind of fun. The last couple weeks I've dropped off just because things have gotten in the way, but I'm trying to get back into it and get videos. And then the idea was to build up a bunch of videos on YouTube Shorts and then take those and start putting them on Instagram, Facebook, Reels, maybe TikTok, and then distribute those out. So we'll see how that works out too. So a lot of things to talk about. I'm not sure where this channel will go, what we'll end up landing on. I've been with my wife for 17 years. I've got a 26-year-old son. I've got a 13-year-old son, and I've got a 8-year-old daughter. And well, actually 7. She'll be 8. And then I've got a 22-year-old stepdaughter and an 18, 19, he might be 20-year-old stepson. So you got all that dynamics going on, a lot of different things. Again, I've rehabbed houses, dozens of houses, been in real estate, commercial real estate, residential real estate, own a remodeling business. That's just who I am. So nice to meet you. My name's Rhett, and hope to see you again.